kind of stuff, you know, makes you wonder whether, you know, somebody really paid the price for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know there are a lot of vets around here now who went through a whole lot more than I did. You know, they could probably tell you a whole lot of good war stories about, you know, what happened to them and things of that nature. Most of mine was daytimes, pretty peaceful and quiet. At night, you know, the mortar attacks and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that kind of stuff makes you wonder about, you know, why is it that I was so blessed and some of the other guys
weren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what, on a daily basis, what was your average day like?
Almost like going to a regular job. I was a supply specialist in a supply room. Behind a desk most of the time, issuing supplies or whatever, you know, making sure that the other guys in the company had what they need. Just a routine type job, you know. I went out there fighting.
Supplies like what? Like ammo and stuff?
Uh,
Supplies like what? Like ammo and things like that? Or?
Well, part of that too, but mostly, no, clothing, make sure they had, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Making sure that, you know, anything that the company really needed, we had it on hand or something, you know. In fact, by us going over as a unit, we took basically everything that we needed with us. I met this captain from, well, I thought he was from Tennessee, but I found out later that he was not. And he had been to Vietnam. I thought he was going back with us, but he didn't. You know, and he, I don't know, he kind of made things, I think, easier for me, because he had told me he wanted me in the supply room, and told me that, you know, when we was building up that we was going to Vietnam and all that stuff, and he said, you know, if you don't want to be running all over the boonies looking for stuff, you know, let's take it with us. So, you know, by him having been over there, he talks about things that we needed. And, you know, so all I had to do basically when I got there was issue it out. And then twice a week I would probably have to go maybe 10 or 15 miles out of the camp area to a laundry, you know, to take care of. We'd take our clothing and whatever to a Korean laundry out in the Korean compound. You know, you'd have to go through the little town, and you always had a person riding shotgun with you. You never, you know, you don't know what's going to happen or whatever. But twice a week, about twice a week, I'd say I'd do that. The rest of the time, basically, sometime I'd have to go out to the airfield or maybe carry something out there. So basically, you know, I was not necessarily just armed at all time while I was there, like some of the people work with that weapon. You know, we had people that pulled security around the post and all of that stuff. Every now and then you'd get guard duty at night. You had to go over to the airfield and guard the airfield and different places around the compound, you know. Now that's when you were fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
Yeah, you was ready for anything then, you know.
What was your experiences like with the the women and the children of the Vietnamese?
Mine,
Or did you have any since you were in supply?
uh, mine was just a kind of a working relationship. They brought, well, men and women on post, you know, to clean up your building or something of that nature and to work or stuff like that. So, you know, other than that, I didn't have that much experience with them. I guess I was too cautious.
Mm.
You know, I guess I was married while I was there, and I wanted to come back home. I wanted to see my wife again. You know, so I didn't fool around with it. No. But I remember once